Welcome back from the break. Have you seen guys walking around blindfolded or covered in duct tape? Well, they probably live in Horton. EagleVision's Leah Osterman shows us how this floor uses unusual tactics to build community.
One floor in Horton sets the bar for crazy. Mosaic is known as the floor that puts on community building projects, such as going through a whole day blind or with duct tape covering their mouths. 2 months out of the year, these boys commit every day to a different exercise.
And basically it's an entire month where every single day is just random stupid stuff, like blind day or walk backwards day or skip instead of walk day.
This floor is different than most. The RAs make sure that community is the #1 priority. They even host a drawing contest with a wall of fame and a wall of shame.
It absolutely builds community. It's just something else to do, you know. It's something that you can kind of come together with your comrades on your floor and just be able to do something dumb or something fun, something ridiculous together. And it absolutely builds community.
Mosaic also commits to caring for their sister floor, Jedediah, planning random events for the two floors to do together.
Brother floors are an important tradition here on Biola campus, but one Horton floor in particular is responsible for inspiring a week of traditions for its dorm.
We're just doing the Horton Tradition Week, which was kind of an idea spurted out of our month, which is kind of cool, and we're excited to see where it goes with that.
Horton Tradition Week is an offspring of a community actively pursuing bonding together as men of God. This has been Leah Osterman for EagleVision News, Biola.
And now we have Jarrett Wright for sports. So Jarrett, how are the playoffs going?
Playoffs are going really well, and good news for LA is they're still in it 2-1 against Oklahoma City.
Oh, that is good.
The NBA's most dominant defender was awarded on Tuesday, and nobody was surprised with who it was. The Orlando Magic center Dwight Howard brought home his second Defensive Player of the Year trophy on Tuesday. Howard is the only player to lead the league in blocks and rebounds in the same season twice, let alone 2 years in a row. Howard received 110 of the 122 first-place votes. He averaged 13.2 rebounds and 2.8 blocks per game this season, powering the Magic to the league's second-best record of 59 wins and 23 losses. The Cincinnati Reds received some bad news from the MLB on Tuesday, but some say it could have been much worse. One of Cincinnati's all-star pitchers was suspended for violating Major League Baseball's substance abuse policy. Edison Volquez tested positive for a banned fertility substance. The 26-year-old right-hander is recovering from reconstructive elbow surgery and isn't expected to rejoin the Reds until late July at the earliest. He can serve the suspension from the Major League Baseball while continuing rehabilitation at the team's spring training complex in Goodyear, Arizona. Volquez could be eligible to play starting June 15th. He was to make $435,000 this season, so barring rainouts, the suspension will cost him around $130,000. And Biola Baseball has had a rough season. Reporter Ryan McMahon tells us what they need to do to get back on track. Ryan?
Thanks, Jarrett. I'm here at the Biola Baseball field where Biola Baseball is taking on Cal State San Marcos. The Eagles have a 21-15 overall record, but have dropped 4 of their last 5 league contests. I talked to some of the players and coaches about how they can turn the rest of the season around.
We definitely need our pitching to step up.
It's always about the pitching. Baseball is, you can say what you can use whatever percentage you want. It's 70%, 80%. It's probably 90% of the game. When we pitch, we win probably 99% of the time.
For pitching, I would definitely say more strikes. The pitchers haven't thrown strikes, they've just been leaving the ball over the plate a lot more, and they've been getting pounded. So I'd say just hitting the corners well and getting first pitch strikes and just throwing up zeros on the scoreboard.
Do you think the pitchers have what it takes?
Yeah, I think they do. I think that they've been pitching kind of scared out there. So if they go out there and just pitch like they know they can, they'll be all right.
Well, the playoffs are still ahead of us. We have to play a lot of good baseball to get to the playoffs. So we've got 8 conference games left, 8 games total left, and I feel like we got to win to guarantee to get in the playoffs. We've got to win probably 6 or 7 out of 8. So
our hitting is one of the best in the league. So if we just keep that up and hit like we can hit, then we'll be fine.
And it looks like what they've been talking about has already been paying off. Biola's jumped out to a 2-0 lead against Cal State San Marcos. While I was here, I also learned that AS is providing free Cracker Jacks and peanuts to fans at the game. So come out and support your Biola baseball, eat your free Cracker Jacks and peanuts, and enjoy the rest of the season. This has been Ryan McMahon for EagleVision News, Biola.
You know, it looks like Ryan was having some fun with his Cracker Jack.
Yeah, I wonder what his toy was.
I don't know. I hope he got one. Hitting the gym and heading to the salad bar might not sound all that appealing, but these women don't think so. Reporter Alex Montiel tells us how students are focusing on their fitness.
It is no coincidence that at Biola, women are healthy and fit. What's their secret? Let's find out.
Well, what I do, instead of eating like 3 big meals, I eat like 6 small meals throughout the day because it'll keep your metabolism more like going.
I like to go running like maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and I play soccer about twice a week.
I drink a lot of water.
And I'll work out running for cardio, or at least like 45 minutes to an hour, and then abs every day.
I make sure that I get enough rest.
Try to avoid sugar.
Okay, so you heard it from them. The basics of maintaining a healthy, strong, and fit body are eating healthy meals, exercising, sleeping well, and drinking plenty of water. But is this really true?
Nutritious meals, not focusing on dieting or anything, but just well-balanced, nutritious meals. Exercise in moderation, not excessive exercise.
Indeed, these Biola women are fully aware of the do's and don'ts of maintaining a healthy body. Remember, if you want to start a healthier lifestyle that shows results in your body, first you have to get out of your dorm room and give the fitness center a little visit. Also, don't forget that eating balanced meals, resting well, and drinking water are fundamental elements towards reaching a healthier body. This is Alex Montiel, reporting for EagleVision News, Biola.
And now we have Marquesita Somo for entertainment. So, Marquesita, why are all of these celebrities crashing into things, road signs and mailboxes?
You know, usually they have limo drivers taking them everywhere, but when some celebrities get behind a wheel of a car, it seems like they can't drive.
I don't think they can.
Yeah. Well, Melrose Place star Heather Locklear was arrested for a hit and run. She allegedly hit a no parking sign earlier Saturday morning near her home in Ventura and then left without telling anyone. People magazine says that Locklear was not handcuffed or taken to a station because it was just a misdemeanor charge. Locklear's court date is set for May 17th. And one summer movie you do not want to miss out on is Iron Man, coming out May 7th. Robert Downey Jr. returns as the billionaire inventor Tony Stark, whose secret identity of Iron Man is known to the entire world. With pressure from the government and military to give up his secrets of the Iron Man armor, Stark feels that the information will slip into the wrong hands. And on June 30th, the 3rd installment of the Twilight Saga, Eclipse, is a must-see for all those vampire and werewolf fans. With senior year coming to an end, Bella is once again forced to choose between Edward and Jacob, knowing that whatever decision she chooses could be the end of her life or just the beginning. And Michael Jackson might not be with us, but his music surely is, and will be coming to the stage in 2011. Cirque du Soleil will be combining the King of Pop's music with their creative acrobatic techniques. But don't worry, this show will not be going away anytime soon. It has a permanent spot on the Vegas Strip, so go check it out. And summer is here, and it's time to play with those bright colors. We've got a special makeup web segment with reporter Sarah Kim on this season's Shadows. Be sure to check it out on our website after the show.
So, Marquesita, what color eyeshadow do you think I should wear?
Well, you know, you have really, really light color eyes. So I think with some blacks and golds, those are my favorite colors, especially.
Okay, good, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. And taking a field trip isn't exactly the norm in a college class, but that certainly isn't stopping these students from learning outside of their classrooms and their comfort zones. Reporter Stephanie Montano takes us along for a night on the rooftop of the Union Rescue Mission in downtown LA.
Union Rescue Mission sits in the middle of Skid Row. The mission, started by Lyman Stewart, has a goal in mind: to help the needy and bring them to Christ. So what happens when you take a couple of Biola students and an amazing professor? An experience you never forget. Everything became real as soon as we hit the streets of Los Angeles in 5th. Poverty was present, hunger ran the streets, but as soon as those doors open, a new opportunity awaits for those who enter. We get a chance to be a part of what the mission is all about.
I am here in the kitchen where the class will be serving about 200 families. That's about 3,500 meals a day.
Going into the kitchen, we had to work fast. Some of us cut meat while others separated it.
You are Ms. Chicken.
I am Ms. Chicken.
There is a lot of love and work that go into these meals.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to butter up the chicken so it keeps all the moisture in the chicken, and then put the seasoning on top of there so it goes into the chicken. Stephanie scoops up the rice.
It's hard to do because you see this thing right here, it gets stuck, so you have to get the rice off.
After serving food, it was time to wipe down the tables and head to the roof, where not only did we enjoy the sight of the skyline, but each other's company. This is Stephanie Montano, EagleVision News, Biola.
We had a lot of fun, but we also walked away feeling impacted by the poverty so close to home. Also, stick around after the show. We have an NBA playoff prediction by special guest Dr. Hoops and Johnny Basketball. That wraps it up for this edition of EagleVision News. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.